Hello, my Basset Hound friends and my sex and pie cuties, Mark the Punk Gamer, a.k.a. Markapunk here. And yes, I am finally goddamn excited to re-rank all the Sodom albums once again, because their latest one just dropped um, a few days ago, called the Arsonist, and I'm ready to re-rank this bitch. So I have a different opinion a few years later, and I'm excited. As you can obviously tell, I am a Sodom fan next to Megadeth, obviously. Goddamn, I'm excited to re-rank this. All 18 of them, worst to best. And Lincoln is with me once again. I'm cleaning his paw. He still is adorable, isn't he? So, I had it with the itchiness, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited to re-rank this son of a bitch, so I have a different opinion years later. And holy shit, it's gonna be a long one. All 18 of them, from worst to best. I'm just gonna go straight into it and say my number 18th worst album this time is Till Death Do Us Unite. I fucking hate this album now. This is like the weirdest version of Reload. Oh my god. I can't stand this one anymore. And I have nothing to say about this one. And oh god, I just pretend this piece of shit doesn't exist to me. It's better left forgotten in my opinion. And my number 18 is definitely Till Death Do Us Unite. Not really. My number 17th spot for this one is actually going to be Masquerade in Blood. Yeah, my second least favorite Sodom album. Look, there are 4 tracks I do like in this one, which is Masquerade in Blood. Fields of Honor is actually a damn good song, by the way. I actually like that song. That's the only highlight of this album, is that song. Fields of Honor is pretty good. Brain Dead, and lastly, Let's Break the Law, Anti-Nowhere lead cover. Yeah, this is still my second least favorite. Next to the last one. It's just really not for me. This came out in the mid-90s, and holy shit. Some of their albums could be worse in the 90s. But this is my second least favorite out of Sodom's. But my number 17 spot is going to be Masquerade in Blood. My number 16 spot for this one, I'm going to get a tad bit of flack for this one, which is Sodom's 2006 self-titled one. Look, this one is okay, guys? Yeah, this one is just decently okay. Songs I did like from it this time is Blood on Your Lips, Buried in the Justice Ground, City of God, Bibles and Guns, and lastly, No Captures. Those are the only 5 songs I can noted are actually pretty good in my opinion from the 2006 self-titled. But, again, this one's not for me. But it's cool in some songs though. My number 16 spot is definitely Sodom's 2006 self-titled. My number 15 spot is Genesis 19. I remember back a few years ago, I hated the shit out of this one. I really did. I mercifully hated the shit out of this, mercilessly. But I'm starting to come around to it a tad bit, a little bit. But there is 4 songs I do like. I like the opening first track of the instrumental, which is Blind Superstition, which is Sodom and Gomorrah, Genesis 19, and lastly Waldo and the Pigpen. Those are the only songs I can remember liking, but it's still in my bottom of my ranking. I remember this being disappointed. It's still a little bit disappointing to me now. And that's going to be my number 15 spot, which is Genesis 19. My number 14 spot, I'm going to put it onto Better Off Dead. Yeah, this is the early 90s of Sodom, but still, this one is not for me. This one's below average Sodom album. They did invent something new, I guess. Beginning of the 90s era of Sodom, I guess. But songs I did like this time, An Eye for an Eye, Shellfire Defense, Turn Your Head Around, Tank cover, by the way. I remember I did a ranking of Tank before. at least a year ago or months ago. I can't remember. That was pretty good. Blood Trails, and lastly, Better Off Dead. Those are the only songs that are actually pretty good in my opinion, but it's still below average Sodom album. Oh boy. But it's at my number 14 spot, which is Better Off Dead. Number 13 spot for me, and this might be a weird decision, it's in the middle of my ranking, and the album is called Get What You Deserve album. Oh my god, I originally liked this one, and holy shit, I really don't anymore, but the reason I have a tad bit nostalgia for it, and when I really re-listen to it, and holy shit, this is a weird-ass one that Sodom just released back in 94. Holy crap, yeah, this is a weird-ass one. Alright, songs I like this time is Get What You Deserve, Job of the Hutt's a pretty good song, Delight in Slaying, Freaks of Nature, Into Perdition, Sodomize, Tribute to Moby Dick instrumental, and lastly, Angel Dust's Venom cover. Yeah, this is a weird one to put in my middle of my ranking, but I really hated that really strange song called Eat Me. Holy crap, I hate it so much. It's so goddamn weird that song is. Oh my god. Yeah. It's decent, I guess, but it's at my number 13, which is Get What You Deserve. You bet your ass I did. My number 12 spot in this ranking is Epitome of Torture. Yeah, this one. Again, I originally liked this before, and again, not anymore. But it is improved since my Get What You Deserve from last one. There's 5 songs I remember liking, which is Sodom, Epitome of Torture, Stigmatize, Shoot Today, Kill Tomorrow, and lastly, track 8, I can't pronounce, it's Cat Just whatever the song is called. But anyway, it's another decent album I can listen to, I guess. This is just, this one's average as well. Number 12 spot for me is actually Epitome of Torture. Number 11 spot for me, and this actually made it up quite a few spots since my old one. And this one is called Obsessed by Cruelty. Yeah, this one. This is still low budget and sounding first full-length album. Originally this was going to be in Sign of Evil before their original full EP was. That was going to be their first full-length album, but it changed to Obsessed by Cruelty. I'm starting to come around to it, by the way. This is actually a first full-length classic from Sodom. Songs I like this time is the opening intro, which is The Rebirth, is awesomely creepy, by the way. I like that. Death Like Silence, Brandish the Scepter, Obsessed by Cruelty, Fall of a Majesty Town, and lastly, Nocturum Moran. Few songs I like this time, and it made it all the way up here. Still, it's an early Sodom album. That's why it drags it down. It's so early overall. But my number 11 spot for this one is definitely Obsessed by Cruelty. For here on out, guys, these are all 10 of these albums are fucking good. They all get a look of approval, by the way. I always put the stamp right there. 10 of these ones are actually pretty good out of the 18, in my opinion. My number 10 spot, by the way, is actually 40 Years at War, The Greatest Hell of Sodom. These are actually the re-recorded songs, and I actually like all of them. Holy crap, all 18. And 18 was a bonus track. Yeah, I really like the re-recorded songs, by the way. I actually enjoy it. And made it to my top 10. I like all tracks. I don't want to name all 18 of them. I don't want to go through a goddamn marathon of them. Yeah, I do like this one, by the way. I don't know why it's in the main of their album thing, but whatever. My number 10 is going to be 40 Years at War, The Greatest Hell of Sodom, re-recorded songs. Number 9th spot is going to be Decision Day. I remember loving this album back then when I ranked this before. I still like it now. This one is actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed Decision Day. The tone of this one is so good in this one. That's all I have to say. It's really good. And my number 9 spot, I have to give it to Decision Day. It kicks ass. Speaking of more kick-assery, my number 8 spot is actually In War and Peace's album. I still love this one too. Awesome album. I really like this 6th track, which is Frame Death Throws. Goddamn, I love that song from that album. I like all the songs, by the way. They're all good. And I still enjoy this to this day as well. That's my number 8 spot, which is In War and Pieces. And my number 7 spot. Surprise, it's Code Red. I still enjoyed this one as well. Code Red is kick-ass as well. I enjoyed this one. A lot of good songs in this one. And that's all you need to know. It's my own personal decision. And I still like Code Red. My number 7 spot is Code Red. My number 6 spot for this one, and yes, it's another album I do like, and it's also kick-ass, which is the M16 album. I still love the shit out of this one. I really like the Vietnam thrash metal tone to this album. It's really good. This came out in the early 2000s, back around 2001 when it's released. Goddamn, I really like the Vietnamese thrash metal tone to this album. It's still good, by the way. I enjoyed this one as well. I just like the tone of this one. Number 6 for me is definitely M16. We are on to my top 5 of the Sodom albums. We're getting close to getting done with my re-ranking. My number 5 spot this time is The Final Sign of Evil. Obviously I'm wearing it, as you can see. I still enjoyed the hell out of this one. This is when Sodom goes back to their black metal roots with a little bit of thrash metal. I really like this tone of this album. As you can obviously, this is a different executioner since the original cover of the full EP cover. I like this version better. And goddamn, I love this one. I really like the darkest tone in this one. Everybody knows my favorite songs. Blasphemir, Bloody Corpse is a damn good song. Witching Metal, Sons of Hell. Burst Command Till War is fucking awesome. Sepultura, Voice. A lot of great fucking tracks. I actually like it. They actually got this, the original songs from the EP and then put it in this album. To me, it actually sounds better than the original, to be honest. I know it's sacrilege, I know. It sounds better overall. But it's at my number 5 spot. It's definitely The Final Sign of Evil. My number 4 spot in this ranking. And I can't believe I'm going to be talking about this because, and yes, I like all tracks in this one, is going to be, get ready for this one, The Arsonist. Yes. I love their fucking latest one. And yes, this one did not disappoint the fuck out of me. I thought it was gonna suck when I first listened to it the first time, and surprise, I actually love the hell out of it. The Arsonist kicks ass, I like it. It reminds me of Code Red mixed with M16 type album, if you know what I mean. I really like that tone. I'm gonna name all 13 tracks and then go to my top 3. So here we go. I like the opening of the Arsonist instrumental, Battle of the Harvest Moon, Trigger Discipline, The Spirits That I Called, Witch Hunter, Scavenger, Gun Without Groom, Tenophobia, Sane Insanity, AWTF, Twilight Void, Obliteration of the Aeons, and lastly Return to God in Parts. I really dug their latest one. At least this is not a piece of shit disappointment one, in my opinion. This is actually their Sodom's best album this year, in my opinion. I enjoyed the living shit out of this one. But it's at my number 4 spot, which is The Arsonist. Alright, these are my top 3, as you guys know, bronze, silver, and gold. These are my top 3 of my favorite Sodom albums so far out of the 18, and this might change and surprise you guys. And my number 3 bronze for me, and originally I did not get invested in this one. I was kind of bored with it last time when I first ranked this. And the album is actually called Tapping the Vein. Fuck yes, I like this one. This is one of Sodom's best 90s era Sodom albums. I do like this time. And it's dark as hell, this Sodom album is. Tapping the Vein, it's really good. This is one of their better 90s era Sodom albums I ever heard now. And becomes my most favorite now. I'm gonna name all the tracks for you guys. Last time I was not impressed with it. So Body Parts, Skinned Alive, One Step Over the Line, Deadline, Bullet in the Head, The Crippler. I can't pronounce track 7. I do like track 7. Tapping the Vein, Back to War, Hunting Season, and lastly, Reincarnation. Last time I was not impressed with it years ago. And here in 2025, I love the shit out of this one. This is easily Sodom's darkest thrash metal album they ever made in the early 90s, and I enjoy it. Maybe I'll get a sleeveless shirt like this in the future, since I love the shit out of this one. My number 3 bronze for me is definitely Tapping the Vein. My number 2 silver metal spot this time in the ranking is Agent Orange. Yes, this is one of Sodom's best albums in the 80s they ever released. Yes, I still love the shit out of this one. Agent Orange is still the best album. God damn, I still enjoy this to this day. Yeah. I really like Agent Orange still. I already know I read all the tracks for you guys in the original. I still enjoy Agent Orange, guys. It's made it all the way up here in my top of my ranking. I still enjoy it. It's a goddamn classic. But my number 2 cinema spot is definitely Agent Orange. La da 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 da. And my number 1 gold medal winner might be the obvious one out of the 18 Sodom albums. And this might be the most obvious fucking one, which is Persecution Mania. Yes! This is what made me a Sodom fan because of this album. It's because of the song Nuclear War, Winter. I love that fucking song in the solo. It still kicks ass. That made me be a fan of Sodom in the first place because of that song. Holy shit. Yeah, out of the 18 albums, it's Sodom's Persecution Mania. This is still my most favorite Sodom album. And I still have a shirt like this, still. I could have worn it from the ranking, and it would be too obvious. But, yeah, definitely Sodom's Persecution Mania is still my most favorite Sodom album out of the 18. And there you go. I re-ranked all 18 of the Sodom albums worst to best. Holy shit, it changed. It really did. Years later. Still, one of my favorite thrash metal bands I ever listened to nowadays, next to Megadeth. Those are the only 2 thrash metal albums I can actually listen to. I'm still a Megadeth fan next to it. But Sodom's more awesome. But that's all I have to say. The latest one actually kicks ass. It's not disappointing. It's not like Genesis 19 or bullshit like that. But thank God they actually release a good album. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Subscribe to me if you have not. Click the bell to get notified all of my notifications. Like and share my re-ranking of the Sodom albums worst to best with the Arsonist album, so I get more views and more subscribers. And I will see you, my best home friends, and my sex and pie cuties on my next video. See you later.